Michael Clarke admitted the 221-run loss to Pakistan in Dubai was an eye-opener, but didn't put it beyond his side to make a strong comeback in the second and final test in Abu Dhabi. Speaking after the match, Clarke insisted his side had shown considerable improvement since their 4-0 whitewash in India last year, and it was time to show the world they can play spin well.
Obviously very disappointed with the result, but yeah, really impressed with the way Steve Smith and Mitchell Johnson in particular showed a lot of grit today and fought their backside off. And as I said yesterday, I think that's part of the Australian way, I guess. We certainly weren't going to turn up here today and throw our wickets away. We're going to try and fight as long as we could, and I think those two played really well in tough conditions. No, I don't think it does. I think we've certainly improved as a team. I think we obviously have more work to do in these conditions. But I think you've seen some examples of, Davey making 100, Smitty making 50, the way Mitch played today. I think you've seen some examples of individual players certainly improving in these conditions. But unfortunately, the result's the same as what it was in India, yeah. But I do think as a team in general, I think we've improved out of sight since that series. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I think any time we lose a game, it breeds fire in your belly. You don't like losing. Australians in general don't like losing. So we've got a couple of days now to prepare as well as we can, and we'll look forward to that second Test match. We know we got outplayed, and Pakistan deserve a lot of credit for the way they played over the whole 5 days. But we know we can play a lot better, and we look forward to showing that in the second Test match. I do have that confidence, yeah. I think we've got to find a way, though. I think, like I say, we're outplayed in all three facets of the game. I think our fielding wasn't as good as it needs to be, and as the standards that we set ourselves in any form of the game. But certainly you would have seen throughout the Ashes series and in South Africa, we caught very well. When you lose the toss on a very flat wicket, you can't afford to drop catches. In our first innings especially, or in Pakistan's first innings especially. I think we've got to keep trying to find a way to take wickets. I think keep looking at footage of Pakistan players. I think we can know their players a little bit better. But it's about execution. Doesn't matter, how much information you have. If you can't execute or you don't execute, you're not going to get the reward. So it's execution over long periods of time, generally on flat wickets. And it's the same when you're batting. It's about working really hard to get in. It's the hardest part. No matter what conditions you bat in, the hardest part is those first 20 or 30 balls trying to get in. And then once you get in, go on and make a big score. Have that hunger to go on and make some big hundreds.